I know it's been a little while since I've been on, mainly because I've just been sitting around not doing much of nothing. But today was finally the day that I picked up another truck. Gonna try this whole lease thing all over again. No strings attached this time. So I'm gonna pretty much give you the whole spiel of everything from start to beginning. So before we do that, if you could, I would really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, comment, really help me out. So if you haven't noticed and you're coming here for the first time, I was at USA Truck. Um, I leased to purchase a truck through ProLease, and ProLease and USA are like in bed together. So I was only there for like a month, and then they terminated my contract, gave me hardly any notice, and I got, I went and picked up a load. I think it was August 1st. And what's up, I Ryan with Sticks? Good to see you again, man. It's been a while. Um, so I went to go pick up a load. I think August 1st. And I went up to the Tip City, Ohio terminal because I was going to get some stuff worked on my truck before the warranty ran out. Well, I get up there and they're like, "Hey, your driver manager wants you to call him." So I called him, and then I found out that, hey, uh, my contract's been terminated. Because my contract was terminated, um, before ProLease got the title from USA, I couldn't take the truck anywhere. So kind of a blessing in disguise because I was going through a lot of coolant. So it kind of sucked, but it's a bittersweet thing. So I'm not really stressing it too bad. So I get back to the house. I unloaded all my stuff out of the truck. Get back to the house, and I had already been talking with Cloud Trucks, and my representative Desiree. Shout out to Desiree. Desiree's freaking awesome. Um, Told me where to go, told me what to do. I was already, pretty much in the onboarding process with Cloud Trucks. She was like phenomenal in getting me where I needed to go. That's right. I rhyme with sticks. It does happen for a reason. Um, that's something you got to be mentally prepared for because that's how I was. I was like, man, this really sucks, but I also was like, you know what, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's going to set me back, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because I would have hated the money that it would have cost to put that truck in the shop. So I kind of scraped by with that. But Desiree got me all hooked up and ready to go. Um, she told me, hey, go over to OTR Leasing, put an application in, and get yourself a truck. So here's the thing with OTR Leasing, or no, not OTR, uh, Cloud Trucks. Now, if you already have your own truck, how they did you was wrong, but was probably for the best, honestly. Yeah, you're right. They USA did me real dirty, and I can almost guarantee it was because they knew I was going to take that truck to a different company. And being that ProLease and USA are intertwined in the bed sheets together, then especially with the merger going on, they didn't want to lose none of their trucks. They want people to come in and stay there. They don't want people to come in and take a truck somewhere else. Now the thing with USA Truck is that yes, when you lease purchase a truck with Pro Lease, it is a third party, but ProLease is like a sister company with USA. So you're still kind of leasing from USA, but you're leasing through ProLease, running with USA. You can go to ProLease and lease purchase a truck through them with a different company. You don't have to leave it at USA, and you don't have to start out at USA, but they prefer it that way. But anyway, so that all sucked and everything. So Desiree really hooked me up. So when it comes to cloud trucks, if you already have your own truck, I think they give you like $5,000 to come on. But if you don't have your own truck, they will help you source a truck, which for me was OTR leasing. And the benefit of that, I was going to go through Aero Trucks, but now I've got really good credit. I've got almost an 800 credit score. But even with that, it was going to be like $20,000, $30,000 down. That's not unheard of. That's pretty typical. But I don't have $20,000 to just throw down like that. And I could have gone out and took out a bank loan and been like, here's a bank loan down payment. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to really do that. Um, Paying two extra bills. So I put my application in with OTR Leasing, and they got back to me real quick. And their inventory updates like every 24 hours. There's always a new truck coming in. Um, you can't really go by what's on their website. You have to really get in touch with a sales representative there. Um, so I went through all of the application process, got pretty much approved, and once all that was said and done, they gave me a sales rep to go over picking a truck. I got Terrence. Terrence was pretty good. I like Terrence. Um, he was pretty much on the ball with everything. Um, so I talked to him like maybe I talked to him quite a bit. I couldn't even put a number on it, but I just kept going and going. Like, hey, what do you got in today, or what do you have that will be coming in? And he would send me an updated inventory list. Now they do have automatics and they got manuals. I really wanted a manual truck. I was really hoping for a 13 speed. That would have been awesome. Every once in a while, they will they'll get an 18 speed, which that would be perfect. I love 18 speed. When I first got my CDL, straight out of CDL school, I went to go drive for FedEx Ground. The contractor that I was driving for then, he uh, he had me in an old Freightliner Coronado with a Caterpillar engine in it, and it had an 18 speed. That was the very first truck I ever drove. Badass. I love that truck. He called it Goliath. It was awesome. I'd love to be able to buy that from him. From last I heard, he might be interested in selling it at some point. So, fingers crossed I might have to reach back out to him to see what he wants to do about that. But anyway, they have sometimes they can get some 18 speeds in, but they do get 13 speeds in. They get 10 speeds in. They have automatic trucks, obviously. Um, it's funny because Terrence was telling me, 5 years ago he couldn't sell an automatic. Everybody wanted a manual. Now, you got all these steering wheel holders out here. Everybody wants an automatic. If it was up to me, I'd just have an old truck with an 18 speed in it and just take off. That'd be fine with me. But um, they got a lot of Volvos that are automatics. A lot of their Volvos are like the 670s, 760s, or 680, 760. I'm not a big Volvo guy unless it's an 860. I love an 860. Uh, Tons of room in there. But they got Volvos. They got quite a bit of internationals. Uh, a lot of the internationals they get are the smaller cab internationals. So I didn't really want that because I'm used to this big space. Um, I like to be able to move around, stretch my legs. So I really wasn't up for an international Pro Star. Uh, they do get some Kenworth T600s in, even some T680s once in a while. They get some Peterbilt. What is it? 570s. I'm pretty sure it's 570. So anyway, they get a whole variety of trucks in. Every 24 hours, it updates. Um, about the third time that I had asked Terrence for an updated list, I saw a 2017 Kenworth T680, and that's what I'm currently in. I chose the Kenworth T680. It's pretty much the same thing that I got at USA. It's the same year, same model, same brand. Um, it doesn't have the snake head shifter. It's a push button automatic. I know. Um, it's got different features in it, and it only has one bunk, so that's something that's new to me. So I only got the one bunk. I don't have the top bunk, which kind of sucks because I'm used to having that top bunk as space or storage space. These trucks don't really have a lot of storage space, so it's just something I'm gonna have to get used to. I like being in that little nook with the top bunk down, and just having my own little cozy space when I went to sleep. So I'm gonna have to get used to all this extra room. It kind of feels weird. Uh, I'd love to have your top bunk dirt road salvation, but I don't know how to install that. So much room for activities. Yeah, if only. Um, but yeah, something else that's weird. Um, I am afraid of wide open spaces. Actually, I don't know what the word is for it, but I like small spaces. But anyway, YouTube it. Yeah, everything's on YouTube. So this passenger seat, I'm thinking about taking it out. One thing, this truck does not have a right arm. Uh, we all here making videos. Look it up. I do what I want to. Anyway, um, it doesn't have a right arm armrest. So I am not studying that at all. Dirt Road Salvation said he'd give me his passenger seat, and I'll just swap it in the driver's seat. I got an armrest over here, but what's the point of having an armrest here when I got that? What the hell? Um, so yeah, I like to just drive with my arm up on the armrest here like that with my hands on the steering wheel. But it's whatever. Um, I need to make money, so I can't be too picky. But this thing, that's that's just a freaking hollow box. It opens up here in the front. It's extra storage space, but it's like redundant, and it also does not have a right arm armrest. That's weird to me. So I'm thinking about doing. Just take it off, flip it over, and put it on the other side. But see, there ain't no drill holes where they're supposed to go, like there are over here. So I don't know. I'm gonna come over to your house and let you do it. But anyway, so uh, I just spent like forever uh putting all my crap, where it needs to go. Put the chair in the other way. See, if I put the chair in the other way, then I'd be facing the wrong way. But anyway, something else that's kind of weird is there's just this big old gaping hole there, so that's different. Um, Something else, Dirt Road Salvation, is getting the keep trucking stuff all the way it needs to be. I've never hooked up a ELD before. Then you could be a cool kid. I'm already a cool kid. I'm a big boy now. Anyway, I mean it's everything that I'm used to. I'm used to T680s. USA thought it was too expensive to have these cubby doors installed, so I'm glad that whoever this came from, I think it came from Tyson, but I'm not sure. But they didn't cheap out like USA, cheap bastards. Um, it's got the CB tray in it. Um, Obviously, this truck is easy. The dash literally pops off and held on by screws. Well, he's a Zordon and cool kid. That's right. Anyway, I've never took a dash apart unless it was, on my own vehicle. So I don't know how to do all that. Not a, well, I'm kind of afraid to. No, New Hampshire Lone Wolf, it doesn't have the yellow handles. They're black, thank God. I don't want yellow handles. I'd have painted those. But yeah, the passenger seat's weird, and being that I don't have a top bunk, I can't have nobody with me, so can't bring my son out, which kind of sucks. I was looking forward to letting him see the country. Well, Dirt Road Salvation, I'm just gonna come to your house and let you do it. How about that? I don't know. I got it. I got it hooked up down there, and I just put it up there. I mean, if I can get by with that for now, then that'll be fine. Um, it does have the suspension um, dump on it. It's got the fifth wheel unhooked switch on it. It's got the air slide fifth wheel on it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Usually T680s usually come with that. Um, so I took all this up here apart, and I put my air fryer up here. Then I spent forever doing that, y'all. Um, if you're gonna get you an air fryer, don't get one that's this big, because if you got a T680, it's a freaking bitch to put in here. Dirt Road Salvation, you're gonna do it for me because you love me. How about that? And I'll cook you a hamburger or something. But yeah, if you get you an air fryer, don't get one this big because it is a bitch to put it in there. And but it works. I can access my buttons and the door opens and all that good stuff. As far as it being able to exhaust all the heat and stuff, uh, I think it'll be all right. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, like I don't have like any room for storage in this thing. So I got like three of these black totes. Two of them are under the bunk, so the under the bunk needs to be cleaned out. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to do something about that. But what I want to do is, I got me a new refrigerator, and I got it somewhat strapped down. What the hell's SOS? Anyway, so I got a new refrigerator. It's the one that I bought when I was at GP Transco. I was real happy with it. So I bought another one because um, GP Transco reimbursed me for the refrigerator that I bought because I wanted a double door. I wanted a separate freezer and refrigerator. um, the problem is so I got a hell, you can't even see it. Let me get my handy dandy flashlight. There is that outlet right there, and it don't work. So the cord reaches it for the refrigerator. The problem is the outlet don't work, so the refrigerator can't work. So I gotta I do have an inverter sitting right here. No idea the wattage output on it, but it's got two outlets, so I can at least get an extension cord and run it to the refrigerator at least. Hopefully, it is. Hopefully, it's good enough to run the refrigerator and the air fryer at the same time. But hopefully, it's good enough to run the air fryer just by itself. If I have to unplug the refrigerator, hopefully, I don't have to do that. So, yeah, like I said, this has got the door on it that USA is too cheap to put on their trucks. And this truck also has the stock refrigerator on it, which is the shitty little pull out drawer. But in order to make it work, you got to flip on that switch right here. And I don't even think it works. It lights up at the top, but it don't work down here. I don't know if it works or not, but I'm not using that because the pull-out drawer refrigerators absolutely suck. So I'm gonna end up pulling that out at some point, and I might put a shelving unit down in there and just put like a wooden door over it. I haven't really decided yet, but this refrigerator will be coming out. Pull out is for quitters. Gotcha. But yeah, this got all my clothes up in here. I got my underwear. Y'all stop now. That's y'all a bunch of perverts. I rhyme with stick. You y'all. We need to put I rhyme with stick. We need to get him on Facebook and put him in the donut holes group. He's oh boy. I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah. Stop being a bunch of pervs and looking at my underwear, you bunch of nasties. Anyway, I got some socks back in there as well, shorts, cause it's still too hot to wear pants, and I got my cozy um, pajama pants, and my shirts, and I got my safety vest. I got my FedEx Ground Rain jacket. Anyway, so yeah, these little doors are good. They got these little hooks up here. They got a mirror. I'm too short to really see myself. So this this is my view right there. It kind of sucks. Can't see myself. Anyway, so I wasn't done showing y'all. These are my business folders. This is for OTR leasing. This has my Suzuki Samurai of America and Fowler Logistics business information in it. Yes, I do own two businesses. Still broke. Uh, Owning your own business is not as fun as it really seems to be. And here are my freaking tax books because I am unreconstructed. Fuck the government. I don't care if you're watching. Anyway, I'm getting demonetized as if I was even monetized anyway. But yeah, if anybody's interested in learning the truth about income tax and how you, as a U.S. citizen working in one of the 50 United States of the United States of America, deriving U.S. source income, come to me because I know the truth. I've read Title 26 USC. Anyway, so I got some stuff up here. You've already seen stuff up over there. What I was really impressed about, starting a fund that goes on. What? Don't make fun of the bald hair now. Now I've actually gotten to like the baldness with the beard because I think that the beard looks good without hair up here, and I was kind of iffy on how it would look, but I think it looks pretty good. I like it. What's the question there, Dirt Road Salvation? I didn't see it. I was too busy showing people my new truck. Come on and ask it now. I ain't got all day. Well, I kind of do, but it's whatever. So while we're waiting on Dirt Road to ask another question, I was pretty impressed by this because even with this full, well, not full, but this, double door refrigerator, my big old TV still fits. Now this thing wiggles around a lot. I don't know what that's about. I think I got to go in there and find some stuff. What's the cost breakdown on the truck? I'll get to that in a second. I'll pull out the paperwork and go over it. But yeah, the TV actually mounts up here, so I still get to keep my TV and the refrigerator and the freaking air fryer. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now I just got to figure out, did you just buy your truck? Mary's life. It's a lease purchase, so in 4 years I'll own the truck. I do have the ability to pay the truck off early. It is a requirement that I at least purchase the truck through 1 year. After 1 year, I can pay it off early. Uh, I got a 2017 Kenworth T680 from OTR Leasing. It's all right. To answer uh, Dirt Road Salvation's question, I will pull outs for quitters. I will get. I'm like missing all these comments on here. Let's see. I don't know how to do none of this stuff. Like you can't even go back and look at the comments. Are you serious? Oh, there you are. How many miles? All right. This thing came with 600,320 and a half miles or something like that. His new LLC is Mickey Mouse Brown House. Haha. Anyway, no. That's gonna be my OnlyFans account, Mickey Mouse's Brown House. So anyway, y'all, I'm serious. This owning two businesses and still being broke is like not, you know, it's it's not good. My OnlyFans account and all that good stuff. So anyway, back to Dirt Road Salvation. Let's see. Pull out the lease agreement here. Oh yeah. So the down payment. Yeah, it is a lot of miles for a 4 year term, but hopefully, I'll be able to pay it off early. Now, being like I was saying with Cloud Trucks, if you have your own truck, I think it's like a $5,000 sign-on bonus that they give you. If you don't own your own truck, they help source you a truck, and they will. Maybe if you try some grits, maybe. You really wear that out there, Lone Wolf. Anyway, if you don't own your own truck, they help you source a truck, and that $5,000 they will use that towards a down payment, which is great with OTR leasing because my down payment was only $4,000. Admin fee total paid $41.75. So yeah, um, unfortunately, when they paid the $4,000, I didn't get the extra 1,000. So they they don't just transfer that. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's whatever. It's okay. I'll make an honest Southern man out of him while we're working on this show. Power Ranger. Y'all shut the hell up. Trying to do a family friendly um, video here about my accomplishments and hopes and dreams. Y'all just shut up while I get into this. Oh boy! Ha! Sorry. Anyway, the lease agreement. So, it's in here somewhere. Okay, it is 209 payments. How many miles are on your truck? Dave Kenny, I have 600,320 and a half miles. Get 'em, Maxie! Shut up, Goofy. Anyway, 209 payments that I will be doing on this truck. The buyout at the end of the 4 years, there is a balloon payment. It's $5,819.80. So I do have a maintenance account. It's with a third party. I don't remember who. I got to go through everything again. But it's $300 for the maintenance escrow, and the lease payment is $519.80, starting 4 weeks from tomorrow, which is Friday. What is it? August 2nd? No, September 2nd. Is it September already? There's my phone. But I'm doing a live video, so I don't know. Somebody tell me what today is. Today's the first of something. I don't know. Anyway, so $519.80 starting 4 weeks from tomorrow, which will be somewhere on here. It says, I think it's September 1st. I don't know. So the guy inside, when I went over all this with him, I was just yeah, uh-huh. You're gonna give me a copy of it anyway. Yeah, it's September. So yeah, September, October 1st, 4 weeks. So payments do not start 4 years. If you take care of it, you can pay it off and then take that in for a new truck. You're saying, yeah, Dave Kenny, I plan on doing something with that if I can. We'll see. So all in all, the total payments every week will be $819.80. But you got to remember, this is based on me, my credit, the down payment, all that stuff. So payments might be different for you based on the truck, the year of the truck, the miles on the truck, your credit score, what have you, whatever. So payments start 4 weeks from tomorrow, so I got 4 weeks to gain as much money as I possibly can. Um, Now, when you get a truck from OTR, they will put a warranty on it. It's a 6 month, 50,000 mile warranty, which also is like it's like only drivetrain stuff, and it's also after treatment. And yeah, 6 months, 50,000 miles. It's with a company called Premium 2000 Plus. I don't know nothing about them. When that runs out, OIDA, I am an OIDA member. I'm also an AAOO member, American Association of Owner Operators, and Owner Operator Independent Association. I don't know. OIDA and AAOO. I'm a member of both. OIDA um, runs a, what is it called? I don't know. They partner with somebody um, for notoriety reasons. Anyway, they're like the top warranty company in America, and I want to sign up with them on this truck to help. It is an older truck; it's got a little bit of a high mileage. So if I get a really good warranty on it, then that'll help. This does have a PACCAR MX-13 in it. So PACCARs are they're good motors. I would prefer a Cummins, even a Detroit, but PACCAR's not bad. It's made by Cummins. But the only thing is I can't get any like specs on a PACCAR motor. I could on a Cummins, but from what I'm told by Dirt Road Salvation, um, I can't with PACCAR. So I don't know. I might have to do some digging on it, but we'll see. I'm sitting here going through this warranty stuff as if there's something in here that I need to tell y'all, but there ain't. I don't know. Watch that oil pan. I'm serious. Look it up. I know about the oil pan. You gotta be careful about them oil pans. But I don't plan on going over no crazy jumps or nothing. So just take it nice and slow now. Also, no PACCAR is owned by PACCAR, which is the parent company of Kenworth Peterbilt. I know what PACCAR is, but Cummins, PACCAR went to Cummins to help design the motor. It may not be made by Cummins, but it was like designed by Cummins or whatever. So anyway, they did send the title with me. Now here's where it gets interesting with OTR, and it's not really OTR's fault. It's OTR's title person's fault. So I picked this truck. I was supposed to come down and get it this Monday or last Monday. I don't remember. And I get a call from Desiree. I'll take your word for it. That's just what I heard, Dirt Road. I don't know what's true and what ain't. I'm just sitting here spouting nonsense. Um, but anyway, I got a call from Desiree about the truck, this Kenworth that I picked out. But saying that they were going to get my cab card, which is like the registration for the truck, and the title work was coming back, saying that the truck was out of service with another company, but the title was in the name, or OTR Leasing was on the title as the owner of the truck. So OTR's title person was really screwing it up. They had like 12 trucks or something like that had these problems. So that guy went, bye bye. Make your payments and put the rest in a fund for repairs. That's why you cover. You're absolutely right, and that's exactly what I do. Um, very, very smart to do stuff like that, so you can CYA. But yeah, so what they ended up doing is I'm going to be running California plates instead of Texas plates, mainly because California doesn't really care about titles, from what I hear. So that's how I'm able to keep this truck and how I was able to pick it up. So while they're getting all the title work fixed, it might be fixed already. I don't know. That's how we're going to be running. Um, apparently, I can still run into California. So I don't know. We'll see how it happens. But yeah, I ended up choosing I think it's a 2016 International Pro Star, and it had a 10-speed manual in it. Didn't have an APU. Um, this truck that I got right now does have an APU on it. It's a Comfort Pro. Never even heard of it, and it won't turn on. We'll get into the problems with that in a minute. But I was gonna choose that. I was going to choose that International over this Kenworth because of the title problems. And I got a call from Desiree saying, "Hey, if you want to keep your truck, you can. I found a way to do it." So that's what I ended up doing. It's kind of bittersweet though, because I really, really, really thank you, Mary's Life. It's decent. I got to get used to it. I'm used to these trucks. I'm just not used to all this extra. So yeah. um, that International would have been awesome because it had a Cummins motor and it had a 10-speed manual transmission, which would have been great. I hate driving automatics. God almighty, they're so boring. Only steering wheel holders drive automatics. Well, Cloud is a tech company first, so what we do is separate from Carrier. You're right, they are a tech company first, which is pretty cool. Um, Cloud has been phenomenal through this whole onboarding process. Um, so I ain't got no complaints with the onboarding process with Cloud. They've been on top of everything. It, it's not their fault that my wait time ended up being more than it was. Bro, I've got an auto. You want to fight about it? Hell yeah, I want to fight about it. Let's go. Let's go, son. Ow. Oh boy. Yeah, anyway, um, um, yeah. Oh, damn, that hurt. Barely even smacked him. Anyway, uh, made me forget what I was talking about. But yeah, automatics suck. Uh, be a man and drive a manual vehicle, whether it's your personal car or a big truck, or if you just want to, gear shift your own gear shifter. It's whatever. Everybody does it. That shop rate is a steak dinner, so you suck it. I owe you dinner anyway. Anyway, so one of the problems. Let me make sure I went over everything in here. Uh, uh, oh wait. Uh, uh, okay, so when you come to cloud, you have to buy your own insurance. So you got to have, depending on your state, you know, workers' comp, whatever. I don't understand why I have to have it if I'm my own employee. If I get hurt, whatever. Fuck insurance anyway. You got to have uh, physical damage insurance, and you got to have um, what is it? Liability? I don't know. You got to have insurance. So I got those through OIDA. If you're an OIDA member, you do get more of a discount. That's costing me around $534 a month. So it's really really good. No down. Well, I don't know if there was a down payment or not. You have to have bobtail insurance, physical damage, and occupational accident insurance. Yes, that is true. So I got all that set up. Uh, the problem with OTR though, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of anyway. So the real problem with OTR leasing that I've had and another buddy of mine has had is that they do not hardly detail these trucks when they get them. They don't do anything maintenance wise with these trucks when they get them. I just put it in the comments. Look up Goofy. Anyway, they don't really go through the truck maintenance wise. Obviously, the APU is not working. If you get a truck from OTR and your APU is not working, they will not fix it. They do not work on APUs. I asked them. I said, "This sucks. What the hell?" Didn't matter. They will not fix your APUs. So I'm thinking about maybe getting another APU. I want to get a green APU. Is what I'd like to get, and switch it out from that one and just keep that one put away in case something does happen. I turn this truck back in. I'll just turn the APU back in. Installation costs extra, but they got it back, so it's no big deal. If I get an EPU, I don't mind EPUs. They're good. GP Transco's trucks have them. Some of them have APUs, but a lot of their trucks have EPUs, which is an electronic power unit. The only problem is that with those trucks, they will do the automatic start, which causes wear and tear on your vehicle by starting it and stopping it. Or, well, not really stopping it, but constantly start, and start, and start. I don't necessarily want that. I just rather have a separate generator that runs when it's needed, that is separate from the motor, because the motor is the bread and butter. I don't want any extra wear and tear going on it that needs to be. And I like APUs mainly because of the hum that they put out. It kind of just lullabies me to sleep. Typically, I like going to sleep when it's just dead silent, but some background noise is always nice. But so yeah, they will not fix your APU. So I either got to go get this serviced. I talked to Dirt Road Salvation earlier. He thinks it might be a fuel pump, easy fix. So hopefully, that's all it is, and I can just go grab a fuel pump, put it on there. Um, it also caused me to think someone's trying to steal my truck. No one wants to see me come out sleeping like that. Hey, sword fight. Anyway, um, yeah, if you're not used to something running or starting by itself, you might get woke up out your sleep thinking, "Oh shit, somebody's taking my truck." But shit happens. But I like the APU. OTR will not fix your APU if it is not working. um, I came to look at this truck. This I ended up getting there at like 2:30. I flipped the hood open. I'm looking at everything in the engine bay. That sounds good, Dirt Road. I'd appreciate it. The first thing I did was check the oil. Barely even on the dipstick. Another buddy of mine had the same problem. So I was like, hey, I'm not leaving this lot unless, the oil is where it needs to be. So he had to come back and do it twice. So got that. The oil's where it needs to be. The problem is that they have no maintenance records of the truck, which sucks. USA. Now, if you go to USA and you get a pro lease truck, they've got all the maintenance records, but they're not going to give you any of them. It's another big red flag. Now, in the time span that OTR Leasing had this truck, they did print me out a list of everything that they did do to this truck. So let's go over that. DOT inspection, regen unit, replace front bumper, replace fan clutch, replace mount for radiator or radar head. I'm sorry. Wingman bracket, wingman anchor kit. Reinstall driver step, replace coolant level sensor, replace clearance light on driver's side, extended diagnostics for after treatment and wingman issues. Chassis, hook computer to truck to find codes for spot level, most severe, and least severe codes. Were inactive, perform regen and passed. Also have 9 radar codes replaced, bent bracket at radar code still active. Notice the windshield camera is missing. Waiting to receive to further diagnose. Well, if you didn't notice earlier, that's what hooks up to the camera, and that's where it sits. So there is no more camera, which is fine with me because Cloud Trucks doesn't do camera stuff anyway. Also, they wouldn't have access to mine regardless because they're not going to look at me like that. Clean DPF filter, cut off wheel 3 inches. Replace primary GPS, and they replaced batteries. They replaced 4 batteries. Dirty core for batteries, inherent core battery, and blah blah blah. The truck had 5,000 to 500,000, 523,092 miles when they did this on 8/11/2022. So there's almost $9,000 worth of parts and labor or whatever. Yeah, almost $5,000 worth of parts, almost $3,500 worth of labor. So that's always nice. It's funny though how they put 80,000 miles on this truck in like a month. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, this is what I got from OTR when I picked up the truck. Always ask for service records. You want to know, if at all possible, what was done, when it was done. Um, like they have no idea when the last oil change was done on this truck, when the last lubrication was done, when the last transmission service was done. So tomorrow morning, I'm going in for a new DOT inspection because the inspection was done 2 months, just over 2 months ago, and I have to upload the DOT inspection sheet to the Cloud Truck app, but it has to be within the last 30 days. So I'm going to go in and get a new DOT inspection done. I'm also going in and I'm going to, man, fuck Atlanta. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm also going to do a PM service because I want this thing to be a clean slate when I start, you know, tearing up the roads and blowing doors off. Also, on these trucks, they will allow these. Now, it depends on um, something. Not all the trucks are going to be ungoverned or have a governed system in them. Well, they all have a governed system in them, but some of them will be set at certain speeds and some of them won't be. So they will give you a sheet of paper. Uh, Damn it, I left that light on. They will give you a sheet of paper that will allow a shop to basically go in and do whatever you want them to do. So I get to go 80 miles an hour in this truck. Are you bringing it to me for the PM or a shop doing it? Dirt Road Salvation, I'm going to have a shop do it in the morning because I want it to be fresh and ready to go as soon as possible. When the next interval comes up, I'll get with you and we'll get over and we'll do all that. So they will give you a sheet of paper to let other shops know if you ever take an OTR leasing truck to a shop to have it ungoverned or whatever. The sheet of paper will allow them to do pretty much whatever you're asking. Uh, I mean, other than that, really, I mean, the truck is pretty decent. Um, the first thing they said when I walked in there, they said, "Now, just to let you know, this is a used truck, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's just, you know, it's a used truck." I'm like, dude, I've been doing this 6 years. I ain't fucking stupid. You stupid. But I'll take you around the outside of it and let you look at it. So yeah, it's white like my USA truck, you know, whatever. Um, what I really like is that each side has these doors. So on either side, I can open them up. I I wish that they had the windows, but it's whatever. It's got, you know, obviously that. Now this truck came with this storage unit that's also a step. Um, that's not paint missing. That's just some goo. It needs to be thoroughly clean. Yeah, right. Used truck, 600,000 miles. Used truck, you don't say. Anyway, so yeah, I thought this was pretty cool at first. You know, it's a storage unit. This opens up. It's also got steps to get onto the catwalk. But it also has a lock on it, so you can lock it if you have stuff in there. So I'm guessing that this used to be a flatbed truck or something along those, you know, general terms. I don't have keys for it, and the handle here is supposed to turn. Oh, it's turning. Oh, I couldn't get it to turn earlier. What's in here? I be son of a bitch. There's chains in here, tire chains, and some. That there is uh windshield wiper fluid. That's freaking awesome, y'all. I got freaking chains in here. And they've been in here for a while because they're nasty as hell. So if anybody wants some chains, I got some chains for sale because I've already, back when I did another lease I don't know if it was a lease purchase or not, but I was leasing. I had to buy some chains. Um, So I've already got chains. I'm good to go on chains. I am not good to go on this cigarette that just went out. So hold tight, hold tight. I gotta relight my healthy stick, and we can continue the tour. So that's a pretty cool discovery. You saw it here first on Raw Trucking. My truck came with chains. So if you want some chains, I got chains for sale. Um, $5 and a handshake. I'm cheap. I know it. It also came with these load restraints. Load bars. There you go, load bars. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. I might put a lock up there just to keep them. But that's something else that I don't have to buy right there. So that's pretty cool. Now, this handle right here is all screwed up. I might try and get that replaced at some point in time. But here it's all like bent and stuff. I don't know what that's all about. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. I do like the fact that my Glad hands do have handles on them. So, I don't have to sit around and screw around with that too much. I do like the fact that it's got the catwalk system on it. If I ever need to get up there, I can without too much of a problem. Um, the tires are kind of decent. Now, look, I've never had a truck with these on them. If you can see them, these little triangle things, that's for like new drivers to let them know if the lug nuts come loose, because those are all pointed in a certain direction. And I'm too experienced to have those, but I'm gonna keep them anyway because that just means I get to be lazy. It might be spec for reefer, and they're just keeping chains in that thing. I don't know, but with flatbed you don't have load bars. But also, I've never really seen it. Did it come with a black light for all of them stains? No, but I plan on putting my own stains in there anyway. The rear lights on it look kind of new, so they probably put new. Well, no, I do have the spec sheet in there, so they did not put new lights on it. All the trucks you get from OTR Leasing will have OTR Leasing mud flaps, so all your mud flaps are new. That's always a good thing. But the lights look really good. Um, these tires right here are what concern me the most. These passenger side front axle inner and outer. They got tread left on them. They're a bit chewed up, but especially the outside, it's like really. It's not really dry rotted, but it's dry rotted enough for me to be like, I don't know about all that. But this is the APU that I got, and it's got this little flimsy, bouncy hood thing, and it unscrews off and all that good stuff. But I don't like it, mainly because it don't run. Uh, yeah, I'll probably rip them mud flaps off and put like them, them little girls that sit back like that, you know, trying to look all sexy with this ugly ass cooter. Not cooter, pooter. That's what my truck's gonna be called. It's gonna be called pooter. It's gonna be pooting along. But yeah. So Dirt Road Salvation. What is this? I've never seen this before. It's going to the APU unit. Has that got something to do with coolant? What's that line go to? I don't know. It's got a drip line on it. I think that's a condenser. I don't know. Yeah, the APU. I don't like it. I've never heard of Comfort Pro. I don't know. It had an APU on it, and I wanted an APU, so I didn't want to be idling the truck. Now I'm idling the truck. So the real thing that I wasn't really impressed with is this bit of damage right here. I mean, it looks like total crap. I might just take that fairing off I'm like thinking about it. It just looks nasty. I don't like it. I've never had a truck that looked that bad. Bring your phone sideways. I cannot see. What, sideways? Orientation is locked. Rotate the device back. I don't know. Look at it. Oh, you talking about this thing? So this is it, and it comes down, and it goes in there, and then this thing, it just, wah-bam, hallelujah. So yeah, it's got all that stuff on it. It's got the blind spot sensor. So, I mean, that's something. One thing that I was really happy about that I've always wanted on my trucks is these rain guards. I got them on the driver and the passenger. Yeah, I guess I got a carrier APU, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I like the fact having the rain guards. That lets me be able to open up the window when it's raining, get some air. I like to listen to the air when I drive sometimes. I got to put my antennas up on here. I got to get me a new CB anyway. Something else, I've never had a truck that had just these little flimsy, uh, well, not flimsy, but these pole convex mirrors. That's pretty cool. I might put some flags on there or something. See me coming. But yeah, there's old Pooter. He ain't very pretty, but he poots along. I tell you what. So yeah, that's pretty much the truck. OTR leasing. You know, overall not a bad experience, but I think they need to step up their game when it comes to the whole maintenance of the truck. You know, if you're gonna buy a truck and then you're gonna lease it out, at least do a PM on it. Let them have something that uh, is fresh to go. Something like that. Dip Transportation LLC. I've never heard of Dip Transportation, but apparently that's where this truck came from. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole kit and caboodle right there. Oh, took me forever to get all this stuff set up and put away. Damn, it's cold in here. Ugh. And I'm used to these trucks. I'm just not used to this layout of this truck. By the way, when you go the port in Baltimore, bring a bucket and some. I do need to get my portable toilet bucket back in the truck. Uh, Next time I go home, I'm gonna pull that out of the shed, and I'm gonna take all this other crap and clean it out. So I got room under the bunk to access whatever I got down there. I need to get some oil, some windshield wiper fluid, my tools, some filters. Oh, the the cabin filter or the bunks filter, whatever the hell it's called, the air filter uh, that is underneath the bottom bunk is absolutely freaking filthy. So I'm gonna have to get that replaced as well. I keep reaching for this damn armrest that's not here, and it's about to kill me. I'm gonna have to get something that sits here. Uh, haven't been there since I worked for Warner. I need to get my TWIC card updated so I can go into the port. You don't need a TWIC card to go to the ports. I just like being able to stay with my truck and trailer because going out there and cranking landing gear. I have the hookup. I'll get you a setup. Works for me, dirt road. Now, if anybody, now my Suzuki Samurai of America cabin air filter, there, 35 bucks. Yeah, the cabin air filter. I was right. Um, my Suzuki Samurai of America business Um, I sell a brand of coolant. It's waterless coolant, good for the life of the motor. You can even take it out of the current motor that you have it in and put it in another motor. It's good forever. There is no overheating with this coolant. Um, at some point in time, I probably won't do it to this truck, but I will be putting that coolant that I sell. If anybody's interested, you can hit me up. I give you a good price on it too. Um, they do have the heavy duty coolant for trucks. Um, I can even get you 55-gallon barrels if you're interested. So if you got any fleets out there, you need a bunch of coolant, just holla at your boy. Um, I will be putting that coolant in a truck that, you know, I feel confident with. I don't even know this truck yet, but yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is my new truck. This is my new company. I haven't even put the Cloud Trucking decals on the truck yet. Probably do that tomorrow morning. Um, I hope you have a huge drain pan. I'll get it figured out. I'll probably just buy uh, like 12 gallons of coolant or however much it takes and just put it all in the truck, take it somewhere, like, hey, just drain it and fill it up with this coolant. But you got to clean out all the old coolant. I sell their product, and it's a cleaning solution. You fill your car, truck, whatever, motorcycle, dirt bike, four wheeler. I sell it all. Um, you fill it up with this cleaning solution. Gonna put your name on the door again. Yes. Um, you put this cleaning solution in the engine, circulate it for a little bit, and then you re-drain it all out, and it draws out all of the. Give me a call when you're done on here doing research. Yeah, I see all your text messages coming through, Lone Wolf. When I get off here, I'm probably gonna just go straight to bed, bud, because it's late, and I need to be up early to get some shit done before my final onboarding call. um, I forgot what I was talking about. But oh yeah, it draws out all the old coolant, and it's waterless, so you can't have any water in the coolant. And everybody knows coolant that you're running these engines is half and half, um, glycol and water. So it cleans it all out, gets all the water out. You drain it, and there's even a test tool where you can test to see if there is the allowable amount of water in the coolant or solution to put the coolant in. So if you're interested in anything like that, just hit me up. Um, but yeah, I'm with Cloud Trucks. I got a truck through OTR Leasing. I got a 2017 Kenworth T680, and sadly it's an automatic. But hey, it's running, it's purring. Everything seems to look pretty good on the gauges. So we're gonna run the hell out of it, make some good money, and yeah, that's it. So, like I said at the beginning, if you could please like, subscribe, comment, like everybody's been doing, blowing up the comment section. Put your comment in. I do read the comments, try and get back to as much of you as possible. Answer any questions that I might be knowledgeable about. If I don't know it, I'm pretty sure I know somebody that does. That is weird. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Fuck Atlanta. I'm stuck here till tomorrow. So have a good night, everybody. We will see you on the next